twin flame journey. I'm gonna make it as short as possible and make sure to just click off the video if it doesn't resonate, because this isn't gonna resonate for all of you. So pile 1 is gonna be, ooh, this one looks so pretty. Let me shine some light on it. I think it's called like blue goldstone or sandstone or something, but it like glitters. And it's a tower. It's a crystal tower. That's pile 1. Pile 2 is this evil eye bracelet that some of you may have. I've like seen other people have it, like other readers. Pile 3 is this rose quartz. It was my very first crystal. And so like it's just like the easiest to hold. And the fourth pile gonna be this snake. And it's a little snake. Come back here. It's a little snake totem. Okay. Hi, pile 1. You chose this blue sandstone, goldstone tower. This is gonna be a reading on your twin flame journey. So I saw this in a dream once of how someone did a twin flame journey reading, and they did it like a circle of like beginning to end. So that's how I'm gonna do it for you. So we have 3 of Cups as your beginning, Death as the next step, Strength as the middle, the World as the next step, 4 of Pentacles coming to a close, and then the ending will be this 2 of Wands. So I feel like the most notable part of this journey will be like this death thing. So like right now, or like at the beginning, you were sort of like in this 3 of Cups energy, so it's just kind of loose. It's like, okay, just now realizing what's going on, it's good, but like this is a little weird, but I'm comfortable with this. So you're just kind of like testing the waters. But then like the next step is like death. It's like, oh my god, what's going on here? And I just hear like gothic horror music in my head, like dramatic orchestral choral, and it's all descending. Oh no. And it's just so dramatic. So, and look, she's hiding up in a tree, and look at all these wolves. She's literally terrified. She's like, what's going on here? I'm literally gonna die because I have no idea what's going on. So I'm sensing that part's gonna be pretty different. I don't know if that's the part you're in right now or if that's the next part for you, because you're just in the beginning of your journey. I feel like that's what it is for most of you, but it's gonna be really difficult. Trust me, once you get through this difficult part, whatever it may be, the rest of the journey will be easy. Like I'm seeing the rest of the journey here just passing like a breeze. So it's really just like a storm, like a crazy fucking storm. And then like the most beautiful paradise blooming out. Like after the storm is when the flowers bloom. So just be prepared for that, but also don't be afraid. Just let it pass through you. Don't give in to your fears and your ego and such like that. So it's just like karmic cycles you got to be able to clear out. Really anything blocking you from self-love to be able to like continue on your twin flame journey. So after this trials and tribulations, this hurdles and obstacles of like treachery and oh my god, so much drama, you will come out of it with this strength. And I'm sensing this is like a point where you're starting to get more in sync with your divine counterpart. I don't know if you've recognized, for some of you, you've recognized who they are. For others, you haven't. You've just gotten closer to them in a way. of like you're balanced within your inner counterparts. But I'm sensing that there's a reflection, regardless of whether y'all realize each other or not at this point, that there's a reflection of inner strength and inner balance with your counterparts. Like it's the first time y'all are both fully confident and fully self-loving in yourselves and fully having that balance between your inner counterparts, and y'all are doing it at the same time. So like it connects y'all sort of in y'all's mental, in the mental world, I guess you could say. And some of you might open telepathy for some of you. Drugs might open telepathy for y'all. It's just like a karmic thing for some of you, but it's not really a karmic thing for others. It's just like an ability you have. I don't know. But this is like the middle point. This strength where y'all are both like looking up towards the heavens and y'all are actually like seeing a future for yourselves. This is going to be the middle point. And like this is going to be kind of like where it all stops for a moment and you can like look at the horizon, you can see the sunset, and you can like be like, okay, like I feel connected to you. But that's only for those of you who recognize your counterpart at that point. But like at that point, you actually truly feel connected to yourself, which makes you feel connected to your counterpart. And it's the first time y'all are truly like connected in the mental world and not just the spiritual. And that's what is getting y'all closer towards the physical. So this transition of like confidence in both of y'all selves sort of exponentially ignites y'all's own. It basically makes the process faster, where it like starts going a lot faster because y'all are both so confident in yourselves that y'all are fueling the connection by pouring self-love into yourselves. And it like bounces back between y'all in the mental world, whether y'all are telepathically communicating or not. And so after that, we have the world here. I'm sensing at this point, you will know who your divine counterpart is. If you hadn't at this point, then at this point you will, the next step. And I'm sensing that maybe y'all were both young, or maybe young in your minds at this sort of point, and y'all were still learning like how to go through this self-confidence and self-love and how to truly stick with it. But at this point, y'all are finally settling and being like, just taking a step back to smell the roses. And this is when y'all recognize each other in the physical world, whether it's from a distance or there's still something separating y'all. For some of you, this might be when you actually meet your counterpart in person. I don't know. For some of you, you met your counterpart at the very beginning and y'all were friends, but it just took a whole journey to realize that y'all are counterparts. And this is the point where y'all are both on the same page that y'all are counterparts. And y'all are sort of just at a point in your lives where y'all are content with yourselves and content with the world. You are steady in your daily routine. Maybe you've gone for your passion in your career. Maybe you started really loving yourself and giving energy and spending time in your relationships and friendships, and that has really fulfilled you to be able to help people in your life. Y'all are both just feeling content at the same time, and this energy is kind of pulling y'all together. And that's why there's this recognition that's happening. And y'all are sort of reflecting this just calm acceptance of like the state of things, how they are right now. Yeah, y'all might meet each other and have like conversations, and like there's like this really deep like knowing and understanding between y'all, but y'all still aren't like fully, like maybe for some of you only having conversations on them in the mind, like in telepathy, like it's just like it's still not fully there. Y'all still haven't fully like breached a certain boundary where y'all can open up to each other in a certain way, but regardless, y'all are content with each other's company or content with knowing each other exist if y'all aren't in company at that time, whether long distance or something. Four of Pentacles. This is nearing the end. So this is nearing the final union of like physical union, you know. So Four of Pentacles. I'm sensing at this point, y'all have sort of branched out from this just being chill with how things are right now, and y'all are sort of like looking back on your lives, looking back on what you've accomplished and why you wanted to accomplish those things, and how you define success of those accomplishments, and really just taking those fruits of labor and going out to the world or trying new things. It's just like there's a sense of branching out and growing in a way by using those past experiences, by using those fruits of labor that from things you did in the past where you were learning and growing. And there's a sense of both of y'all just finding yourselves. Like y'all aren't really concerned about each other at this point. Y'all have sort of separated from that just to sort of like find yourselves and like go into hermit mode really and just look within. Y'all still feel connected very deeply, but like y'all are both sort of like pushed apart for a minute to like just feel where y'all are at life in that moment. And there's a sense of so much discovery here, discovery of yourself, discovery of the world around you, and discovery of how much you are protected with the Four of Pentacles here. How glad you are that you protected your investments in the past and you believed in yourself and you were confident to get through things. I'm feeling like at this point y'all are both going to be appreciating how y'all reacted in these times of labor and these bad times, how y'all reacted and used that instead of like falling victim to it, ended up benefiting you in a very, very significant way. And y'all are getting to enjoy those fruits of labor now, and y'all are just really appreciating the strength you had all along the way. And I'm feeling like as y'all are realizing this strength, and as y'all are sort of like emotionally really, really realizing how much strength it took you and how far you've come as a person, how much you've grown as a person, will make y'all sort of think about each other again. And that's when y'all are going to sort of like start coming back to union. I feel like this period of discovery and maybe like travel and trying new things is going to last for a while, maybe like a year, or a little bit more than that. So y'all won't really be like talking that much at that time. And that's going to be right before this Two of Wands, which is the final union. This is the completion stage. I'm feeling at this point when y'all do come back together, however it happens different for most of you. For a lot of you, I feel like this is when y'all finally meet each other. If you hadn't met them physically, this is when y'all finally physically meet. And it's just sort of gonna happen in a way where y'all are both just like letting it happen. There isn't any awkwardness. It isn't any like, oh, we're strangers. It's just like, yeah, this is how it's supposed to happen. But for others of you, you're just returning to this person after a period of like looking within and going into hermit mode. And it's just like the energy has completely changed to where y'all are both really open with each other. Y'all are both seeing each other for exactly who you are and what you're expressing. And there's this energy of mischievousness and playfulness between y'all. Because y'all have that knowing energy about each other, because y'all are like the same soul, y'all like both be like playing around about it and being like, I got you because I know you because I am you. Like y'all be making jokes about it and shit, and also flirting, and it's like really there's just a lot of, I don't know, comfort and familiarity and playfulness, and just glad to have gone all through those things in life just to finally be able to get here and have a conversation with a person like this, and be able to look back on all those things together and be like talking about it and really understanding who each other are, and why each other made those choices. So there's just a high energy of understanding and completion here. We all really just feeling comfortable with each other, and what y'all went through to get to each other. And I'm hearing that y'all are going to admit to each other your own journey, your own doubts about the twin flame relationship, your own misgivings or problems with self-love. Like, there's just a lot of healing coming from the understanding that y'all are going to get here of your own shadow selves and why y'all reflect each other in the first place. Like, what is it that y'all reflect within each other? So yeah, that is a beautiful twin flame journey, Pile 1. Hi, Pile 2. You chose this Evil Eye bracelet for your twin flame relationship journey. So, I don't know. Immediately, I can say that this is going to be the weirdest, or this is going to be the weirdest twin flame journey of the 4 journeys. And it's going to be like, I don't know. It would, inside the connection, it's really understandable. But to others, looking at the connection, it's really incomprehensible of like how it happened or the journey. It just don't make sense. But to other people, it's like, what? But it'll make sense to you at least. But I'm hearing that your twin flame journey is highly protected, like really, really protected by spirit guides and ancestors and God and whoever the fuck else. Like, really protected. It's like meant to happen. Like, one of those things is like divine timing, meant to happen, divine meaning, is going to affect things in the future. So just very, very protected. Very protected. Don't worry about anybody trying to do spell work or figure out anything about your twin flame relationship, because they will be blocked. Let's see. I don't know. I feel like this twin flame journey is gonna be kind of funny. So we're starting out. This is gonna be a circle. It's gonna be a journey. We're starting at the beginning with satiety, 10 of Cups. So you're happy where you are. You're happy where you are. Something about this is like the first sort of contact of like, this person might be my twin flame. That's where the journey begins. And at this point in your life, you're satisfied, or maybe the idea of this twin flame journey is like really makes sense to you, and you're like, yeah. You don't really have any qualms about it. You're actually rather satisfied with the idea. It just fits for you. And I'm sensing that for your person, it's really the same way. They're in a point in their lives where they're satisfied with what they have, and really all they wanted was that sort of true love. And like, they're thinking that with you. But I'm still, it's like that sort of stage where like it's just sort of like, I don't know yet if they could be my twin flame, but they could be my twin flame. And so it's like both of y'all secretly wanting that to be true, but not wanting to scare the other away. So the next step in this journey would be the Knight of Cups. So y'all both have a lot of cups on your own. Y'all both have a lot of love to give. There's enough love to go around, like a lot of love, abundant love. But I'm feeling like you and your twin flame are going to express this love to each other. Like this first, like, I like you. I think I have a crush on you. I think we might be soulmates. Like, sort of love, cup of love, like truth. They're going to be expressing that to you by going outwards to the world and like expressing it creatively through their passion or with art or something, music. I don't know, music. For a lot of you, but it's crazy. I don't know, and y'all are both doing this in different ways, but it's like y'all aren't doing it directly, like y'all are doing it indirectly, but it has all the same effect. Like y'all are both hearing each other's messages, whether it's directly or not. And while this is happening, it's also affecting the world around you too. So there's people all up on your twin flame being like, oh, this twin flame is expressing these things about me. Or these people are all up on you being like, oh, you're the one I want. You're my soulmate. You're the one I'm going to have for the rest of my life. You know? And in reality, you and your twin flame are both secretly, not even secretly, y'all are literally just expressing these truths about each other. And it's not even that. It's not even like y'all aren't being blatant about it. Because this Knight of Cups, he's very passionate. He's very full-bodied with what he's saying. He's letting the cup lead him. He's letting himself be led by the cup and just, like, going with it. Like, this is what I feel, bro. Like, all right. And I'm feeling like this stage is going to matter a lot later in the journey, because these things that y'all expressed out to the world are going to come back karmically and have a positive effect on the relationship in some way. So let's see. Next stage, middle point. This is the middle point. Adjustment. For some of you, I'm sensing some legal matters might happen, or the reason your journey might be protected is because there's going to be people trying to sabotage your journey or affect it in some way out of jealousy, anger, shadow self, whatever it is. So there might be some legal issues happening here, some accusations, some even just social issues happening here of, like, basically a threat to a person's name or their reliability. And I'm feeling like this is going to happen to your twin flame more than it is to you. It's still going to happen to you a lot, but your twin flame might be in a position where it affects them more, where people are just going to be slandering their name because of the relationship y'all have, or because of the things that they have been expressing out to the world because of the relationship y'all have. And it's going to put conflict on the twin flame journey a lot. It's going to require a lot of adjustment for both of you to just, like, trust in divine timing, trust in the truth, trust that lies will always be taken down, taken away. But I'm feeling like this will, like, at this point, the challenges that are being, like, pressed onto both of y'all about this relationship will sort of make you realize, like, I can't feel this intensely about this and this person not be my twin flame. Like, I can't be sitting here having such a strong reaction to these accusations about my true feelings about this person if they aren't my twin flame. And it's like y'all are both having to sit there and realize that at the same time that these, like, outside sources are hammering on you and being mad at you for liking this person in the first place or expressing these certain emotions through your creativity in the first place. And it's a struggle for both of you, but y'all are both sort of on the same vibe because y'all are both struggling the same way at that point. And that's the first time y'all are sort of connected on the mental realm, is because y'all are both on the same struggle about the same thing. So y'all are both at this point, y'all are both adjusting in the exact same way. And this is going to cause a growth to your character that neither of y'all had ever had before in a past life. And it's going to cause you to be way more balanced, way more Libra energy, way more take no bullshit energy. Like, you aren't even gonna, like, the truth's gonna come out and you're gonna let it come out. And it's just gonna be like a fucking sword. Like, so many people are gonna be like, what? Like, oh my god. Oh my god. So much fucking drama. This might be a famous relationship or something, because I'm hearing, like, reporters, shit like that, like, people just fucking, like, milking y'all's relationship and trying to fucking talk shit just to get a story. This couldn't even be reporters, this could be drama, like, people in your family, people in your social circle. So let's see, what's the next stage of this relationship? Because I'm sensing y'all are having a lot of frustration with this adjustment period, and it's like something needs to give. Something has got to give. And it's like the ice breaks and boom, death. Spirit, clarify this death right now. We have 8 of Wands, Ace of Disc reverse, Ace of Disc reverse, and the Queen of Swords.
So at this point, basically, what breaks the ice is some major change happens after these legal events or these drama events or whatever, that something is said. It happens because something is said. Something was said out of impulsivity. Something somebody shouldn't have said about this relationship. And it's going to bring a lot of truths to light, a lot of like, basically it's going to expose how the people, these outside sources, had been deliberately planting these bad seeds to make this relationship look bad, or to make you or your twin flame look bad individually. And it's like, it's going to be exposed in a way where no matter what these people say, to try to make you feel bad, to try to make you feel gaslit, you just can't trust them anymore, because it's just like this one thing they said, nobody can trust them anymore, because it makes everything they said invalid, because everybody realized that they were secretly just trying to sabotage you or your twin flame all along. And it makes it really obvious, so it makes them just look like a fool who's just like trying to make it look like they're standing in their truth and they're cutting people down. This might be a feminine energy for all of you who's jealous over your twin flame, or who's jealous over you, but who's trying to sabotage this. This could be a karmic, yeah, who's trying to sabotage this twin flame relationship. But they're going to be cut down by the truth, because I'm hearing either you or your twin flame is going to do something that cuts this feminine energy down, or outside sources are going to basically compound in on themselves to where they take themselves down. Like, sometimes when you say a lie, it comes back on you, and it takes away the reason you fucking lied in the first place down, and you fucking wish you never lied in the first place. So it's like, be careful what you fucking say. And so a huge change is going to happen because of this. I'm feeling like there won't be as much pressure about somebody's name, or somebody's like, whether or not somebody did something that would be bad for their reputation. There won't be as much pressure about that anymore, of adjusting to that, but there will be a huge separation. Like, you and your twin flame will both be individually separating from a lot of family members, friends, colleagues especially. And I'm hearing if this is a famous relationship and there's reporters involved, then y'all will both be isolating from the world. To sort of have alone time by yourselves if y'all are still separate, or alone time together. For most of y'all are still separate at this point, but y'all are going through the same thing at the same trials and tribulations at the same time, which is weird, but at the same time it's also furthering your relationship. It's really confusing. It's hard to understand. But it's like these isolations that y'all are both going through at the same time, these separations that y'all are like isolating yourself from for your own mental health, it's basically going to put you in a position where you have to look back on your life and say, what karmic patterns do I want to kill off? What things do I not want to repeat in my future? What do I want my future to look like? What is it I actually want to do with my life? What have I done to achieve that so far, and how can I further that growth? Like, y'all are really at that point where y'all are like fed up with everything, and y'all are like, I can't do this anymore. I can't allow these kind of people in my life anymore. And again, y'all are both on the same page about like, I need to let go of these karmic patterns. I need to completely like start changing myself, because I need to start going towards a better future, that so I'm not just doubting myself, I'm not just hating myself. Like, there's a lot of like radical change and like motivation and inspiration happening within you at this point, of like, things need to change within me. if I want to change the world around me, like if I want to stop having such a bad like reaction and like feel so pressured by the world around me, then I need to change. So y'all are both doing this at the same time, separately. Y'all are both doing this at the same time. Even if y'all are like together physically in like the physical world, y'all are both doing it at the same time. Y'all just aren't talking to each other that much. And it's just like, I don't know. Y'all still aren't at a place where y'all can come together physically and like talk about these things. But y'all are mirroring them in your mind, whether y'all know it or not, and y'all's lives are mirroring each other. So yeah, there's this sense here of like fear of true love, fear of true intimacy, fear of like being rejected if you show your true self by both of you. And there's also the sense here of like y'all being like, I need to let go of that. I need to let go of that fear. I need to just trust. And yeah, y'all are just growing as people. So the next stage this is y'all's journey coming to a close. Like this is y'all's coming up to physical final union. Y'all were both on the same page, fully mirrored, mind, body, soul. Which is Seven of Wands in reversed. Valor in reversed. So yeah, no, like you've let go of y'all have genuinely done the shadow work. You're doing the healing, you're doing the shadow work. You're taking care of your inner child. And like, I don't know. Your ego has changed so much. Your spirit has changed so much because of these efforts you have made to be like, I need to change. And y'all are both finally seeing the beauty in yourselves at this point. Y'all are like, wow, I'm really working hard to make myself a better person because I know I deserve to be happy. Like, you're just respecting yourself, really. There's just this sense of respect within both of you at the same time. Y'all are just like, self-respect is important, man. And because of this self-respect, y'all are like, you know what? For a long time, I've been like, are they my twin flame? Are they not my twin flame? Is this the right feelings for them? Am I doing this twin flame relationship right? Am I approaching them right? Am I being the most person I can be? Am I loving myself the most so I can actually maintain a relationship? There's so much that was going through y'all's heads before. But at this point, y'all are like, you know what? I doubted it for so long, even though I've always sort of in the back of my head believed for so long. I just need to stop fighting it and see what happens. I need to trust that it will come to me. With the Seven of Wands reversed, both of y'all have stopped fighting everything. Y'all have stopped fighting the process. Y'all have stopped fighting y'all's own lives or your own emotions. You stopped fighting back on the haters and the world around you and people not understanding you. You stopped fighting the truth within yourself. You stopped fighting self-love. You stopped fighting the possibility that y'all might be meant for each other. And as soon as y'all both stopped fighting, as soon as y'all both put down y'all's wands, y'all were like, okay, I'm just gonna trust to see what happens and let whatever happen. So much abundance comes into y'all's lives, like from so many different places. People start wanting to come back into your life and like offer you things. Like money starts coming in. You start getting really lucky. You start having all these creative passion project ideas. You just start feeling really good about yourself, really confident. All this abundance is coming in. And neither of y'all know where it's coming from. And neither of y'all realize that this waves of abundance coming in to push you together. Like, it's like those wands y'all were holding up to like be rigid of like, no, this is how it should be. I'm still doubting myself. I still feel like they were like the dam that was holding up the floodgates of abundance of like just trust and surrender. And as soon as those went down, because they went down at the same time, like y'all are really synchronized throughout this whole journey, even though y'all are like separate physically. So like, whoosh, it all went down at once to push y'all to like, y'all are right here, dams are right here, and they were just like, now kiss. I don't know. The universe had a lot of fun making this relationship, or just like helping it happen, because it's really funny. But basically y'all won't be fighting each other about this. Y'all will both be like open to just being vulnerable, and y'all both be kind of like giggling like, oh, I've never been this intimate before, but y'all are still like trusting each other and still like leaning in to like try. Like y'all are both, there's this energy, y'all are both are trying. Like even though y'all are scared, y'all are still trying to open up and be vulnerable for the other person because you love them. And y'all both see that within each other, and it just helps you to be less scared, and it helps you to be less scared of being vulnerable with them. And there's just such this intense intimacy at this point. Like I do feel like at this point y'all are coming together with true intimacy, and seeing each other in a way that you haven't ever before, and like this is the first time. And the end of your journey, your journey ends with prudence, the Eight of Pentacles. It's really just a beautiful ending, because like all of the karmic stuff, all of the bad wishes that anyone had put on this relationship, all of the trial and like it's all going back on those haters. And all of this honesty you held at the beginning of like creatively expressing this love out to the world through your art, through your messages of like truth of whatever it was, it's coming back on you now, and it's bringing you so much good karma. You and your twin flame both holding yourselves back and adjusting even while y'all are having to deal with all this pressure, and y'all standing in y'all's truth is bringing y'all so much good fucking karma now. And it's like all coming back, and now that you weren't fighting it, now that you are surrendering to it, it's so much, it's literally so much abundance. Y'all literally don't know what to do with it, and you're like y'all are like, this is crazy, we could do anything with this. But really y'all don't even care about that, because y'all are together. Like none of that other stuff. Y'all are like, oh my god, this is crazy, but then y'all look at each other and you're just like, but you're all I wanted. Like this is all I wanted was you, and just like holding your hand. And like this is the point where y'all are finally just able to just sit there and hold hands and be content. There's nothing holding y'all back. There's no outside forces trying to sabotage y'all. All y'all have is each other and this abundance that y'all both worked for. This relation, y'all worked for this so hard, and now y'all are getting to enjoy it. It's like end of summer vibes, where it's just like it's like those memories will never come back again. It's special. There's nothing like it. And at that point, y'all are both like, nobody gets to experience this but me. Nobody gets to experience this person the way I do, but us. And it's just such a beautiful thing. And y'all are looking back on this relationship, and it's just like, y'all are laughing about it. Even the hard times and like everything else, y'all are like, who cares? It was all worth it just to get here. And y'all both have such a similar and deep, dark sense of humor that y'all can really like make some true fun out of it. Gosh, there's so much abundance here, so much happiness that came from within y'all, this truth that came from within y'all, that y'all finally were able to let go of those fears and just surrender to each other, and it all came together. It's like at the middle point, y'all were holding back, y'all were still adjusting, y'all were still tense, and then you finally had that release. It's like at that point for the rest of your lives. I don't want to say happily, y'all live happily ever after, but that really is the energy. Is just like, now that y'all are together, y'all have this abundance from all this good karma. It's just like, now we can do anything. Now we can help anyone that we ever wanted to help together.
Hello, Cloud 3. Chose this rose quartz. Gonna be reading your twin flame journey. Let's see. What's going on here? Okay, it's gonna be circle, starting from the beginning. The very beginning. This is first contact, first realization, 4 of Wands. So honestly, your twin flame journey may just start out as like a one night stand. Like it's very imminent. Like I do feel like y'all are going to meet each other in the physical and abscond or just do something to where it's not just platonic. It is romance. Like y'all are gonna be. For some of you, it's sexual. For some of you, it's just romantic. For some of you, it's sexual and romantic. Regardless, I am sensing that this passion is going to be short lived for some reason, but it's going to be a really dreamy stage of like y'all just both being like, woo. I do feel like, even though y'all both feel like y'all are twin flames at this point, neither of y'all have said it. Even though y'all are like in a situation where y'all are like sexual romantic to each other or something, y'all still don't feel like it's something y'all should say. That like, hey, we might be soulmates. Um, and I feel like this has something to do with the reason y'all separate from this stage in the first place. And even though it's really fantastical, really fairy tale like, it does end up passing, and y'all go into the next stage, which is Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords. I'm feeling like maybe like y'all just aren't in the headspace right now where y'all can maintain a relationship. Even though like y'all had fun for the time being, neither of y'all were ready for like a full-on commitment at that point. So like y'all are both like, okay, that was fun, but maybe we should just be friends for right now, or maybe we should keep each other's contacts and try again later. And y'all were both like, I'm really seeing y'all both being on the same page about this. Even though y'all don't want to separate, y'all know neither of y'all are ready. So y'all are both honest with each other about y'all are both able to be honest with each other about that, but I don't know, there's something I'm feeling like at this point, as y'all are like walking away from each other and doing y'all's own thing, y'all are sort of questioning yourselves. Maybe separating for this person didn't really give y'all a good feeling and y'all kind of didn't like it. So y'all are just questioning yourselves a lot and you're like, am I even a strong person? And do I even stand in my truth? Like, there's just a lot of self doubt coming in here. And I think it's just you in your own mind challenging your truth of who you are. Because Ace of Swords is here. You know the truth of who you are. But there's still this self doubt here coming from walking away from this person. It's like, why am I afraid of commitment? Why am I not ready for commitment? Why did I feel like I needed to walk away from that person? I'm sensing this has to do with y'all's individual traumas, and then I'm also sensing that at that point, y'all are sort of going to have a desire to heal those traumas. So it's going to be different for both of you. For some of you, like you and your twin flame are both going to be doing different things. One of y'all is going to be going out into the world and like meeting like new friends and stuff and just meeting a lot of people and like bouncing off of them and like doing a lot of different jobs. Maybe they travel a lot with their job and really just trying to like put themselves out there, really, I guess you could say, and like find themselves. Meanwhile, another one of you is going to be seeing a therapist. Like, yeah, you just be, yeah, I need to see a therapist at this point. So, yeah. So, there's an energy of y'all both finding yourselves, but in different ways. Because y'all are both sitting here like, why do I have such a bitter feeling about walking away from this person? Why do I even walk away from the first place? And then you have that desire to answer those questions. So y'all are both taking your journey to do that. And I'm with the Ace of Swords here, I am sensing you find the truth of that. And upon finding the truth of that individually, we move into the next stage here. Yeah. I don't know. The Hanged Man. I don't know. Whatever the answer is, it's gonna be different for both of y'all. Y'all have different traumas, but neither of y'all are gonna be happy with it. You're gonna be like, So this is the truth of who I am. It's like y'all aren't happy about it at this point. Like later on, you're gonna be like, I love myself. What was I even thinking? But at this point, you're like, bro, this is so messed up. I don't know. Like look at her. She's all wrapped up like a mummy, and she looks like, I don't know. It's such a darkly lit room. It's just so sad. And I'm feeling like at this point, y'all are gonna be both feeling that, you know, this connection is never gonna happen, and it's gonna be forever before I ever am ready to talk to this person again, or am ready to have an actual relationship, because this trauma is just so messed up, and y'all are just feeling so hopeless and so like it's gonna be forever before I can ever heal from this or grow beyond this or truly understand this part of myself. And it really is a struggle. Like, it honestly is a struggle for both of y'all. And at this point, y'all still aren't on the same page, really, in the mind world. Y'all souls, of course, are, because y'all are twin souls, but your minds are still, like, disconnected. And y'all are both just, I don't know, going through all this pain of, like, self-discovery, I guess you could say, and realizing the truth of yourself and your own traumas. And it's hard. I'm really feeling like this is a dark night of the soul moment where y'all are really having to like look at some radical thing, like really look at your reflection, and it's hard. It's difficult. And y'all both want to get through this so bad. But I don't know, it's just not happening, and you feel like it's never going to end. Like, this is going to feel like the longest stage in the journey, because y'all feel like this pain and whatever it is never going to end. This self-realization. You might both be dealing with mental issues, depression, anxiety at this time, and even suicidal thoughts. So just make sure to talk to someone, get help if you feel things like that. My pile 2, or my pile 3. Because, like, I'm serious. It can feel like such a small thing, but then like when you sit there ruminating on it, it becomes a big thing, and you cannot realize that because you've been sitting with it for so long. But talking to someone about it can sort of change your perspective. And I'm feeling like maybe that's what y'all both do. Is y'all are like, okay, maybe I need to change my perspective on it. It's not like y'all necessarily go out and ask for someone else's perspective. You're just like, I can't deal with seeing things this way anymore. I need to change my perspective on things. So the Hermit popped out here, and I see a little child there. So y'all are both looking at your childhood, and especially how your inner child was wounded, and seeing what you needed as a child that you didn't get, and why, and how that affected you, and how it still affects you to this day. So I'm sensing like a realization of like your inner child being there and you needing to nurture it. Like, you can't just forget that your inner child is within you. You have to keep working to nurture your inner child, because as soon as you forget about it, it's just like you could so easily be abusing yourself, abusing your own inner child in the same trauma patterns that you learned when you were a child and you didn't know because you were just a child. That makes sense. So they're both like, y'all are no longer in the sort of painful stage of this self-realization. Y'all are more in like I recognize the wound, and I recognize why I need to heal and how I need to heal. Like, why I even need to heal in the first place? What is it that made me need to heal? What trauma made me need healing, and how I can go about that healing for my own inner child. How can I treat myself day to day differently, or change my mindset day to day differently to help protect that part of my inner child that didn't get protection. So, and y'all are having to do this by yourselves. You can't really get help from anyone around you. Y'all are having to really learn this by yourselves, because it's something you can't quantify into words exactly. You still might be asking for advice from friends, but it's simple advice, the real nitty gritty is something you're going to have to get to down on your own, of like how to actually heal those patterns within your inner child, because nobody else knows how to do that but you.
Not even you, twin flame. Because y'all have different traumas. At least for this twin flame journey. Now, that was the middle point. The hermit, y'all both going in to nurture your inner child, that's the middle point. And I'm hearing this is when y'all are both on the same page. This is when y'all's in the mental realm, y'all's minds sync up. Because y'all are both like, time to heal my inner child. And the next stage gonna be the Hierophant. I'm hearing, ooh, promiscuous girl, wherever you are, all alone. I don't know how it goes, but y'all are both getting promiscuous at this point. It's like you've done the healing, you started to like change in your daily life, and you feel more like loved. You feel more self-love within yourself because you started loving yourself more and taking care of yourself. And now you're like, I'm getting fucking horny. And y'all are both like individually are like, time to go out and get promiscuous. So that's what y'all are doing. Really, and there's this energy y'all are both using your magic. Like y'all are opening yourselves up to your sensuality and like your divine sensuality, I guess you could say, and how you use it as magic. And you and your twin flame both do this differently, but y'all are both opening yourself up to that, and you're like, this is fun. Maybe y'all aren't even being promiscuous. Like for some of y'all, it's just like y'all are opening up your sexuality and like discovering yourself in that way where you never had before, and it's like everybody wants you regardless of whether you are promiscuous or not. So, yeah. I feel like at this stage, y'all are both gaining a lot of confidence and faith in yourselves with the Hierophant here, gaining faith in your magical abilities, which is opening yourself up more to psychic downloads and your own psychic powers, which is also, I feel like at this point, y'all are both starting to read up on twin flame relationships, soulmate relationships, and what they are, and karmic relationships. And it's like when y'all are reading about the twin flame thing, y'all heart flutter and y'all think about each other, but y'all are like, oh, no. It couldn't possibly be. Because y'all are still like in doubt. Or maybe y'all still haven't, like, y'all are still in contact a little bit, but y'all are still acting like friends. Y'all still haven't gotten back to where y'all are at the beginning, where y'all were like being all lovey-dovey and just high on the contact high of the first like time you meet your twin flame. Like I just felt like heat all over my body, bro. It's intense whether you realize they're your twin flame or not. And I feel like the intensity is part of what scared both of y'all away, because y'all still weren't ready at that point, even though y'all really liked that intensity. That's what scared y'all. So we have the coming to a close here. This is before final union, mind, body, and soul. 6 of Cups. At this point, you're letting go of exes, haters, ops. You're just letting go of all those past things. You're letting go of, like, at this point, you started the healing journey here with the Hermit, with the inner child. You went through all this opening up of your sensual self, finding your magical abilities, opening your psychic powers, your crown chakra, after healing your lower chakras. And it's like you have finally achieved ending karmic patterns, ending traumatic cycles, cutting off karmic partners, cutting off karmic attachments within your own mind and soul of like, oh, I'm still angry at the person, I'm still hurt by what they did, and you've healed those hurts. And especially your inner child has been healed to the point where you can protect yourself easily, and you don't need validation from these past people who hurt you. Don't need validation from anyone, really. And it's a very stormy time, like you and your twin flames' lives. Like a lot of people are brooding, like, what's going on? What's going on with them? Why are they acting this way? What changed? Why have they changed? They're like, oh, this person has changed. They're not like the way they used to be, but that's just because they don't have the control that they did over their inner child anymore. Like you and your twin flame have both finally put the boundaries down on everything at this point, because y'all are y'all have figured it out for yourselves. And a lot of people are like shocked by this, and it's causing like ripples and echoes, and like it feels like a storm to other people. But for you and your twin flame, you just feel powerful. You feel like you finally accepted that to stand in your power, and you're like, yeah, this is me. This is who I truly am. And I feel like y'all are both just so confident at this point because y'all feel like y'all can control the weather with the storms y'all are creating. And it's just like, I don't know. But the final union is going to happen because of this confidence. You're like, I cut off those karmic patterns. I've healed on whatever it is that hurt me and that made me want to separate from my twin flame in the first place. And I am feeling like y'all are finally accepting y'all are twin flames at this point because you've read on it, but y'all still haven't confessed to each other. So y'all are like, I've realized why I walked away from this person, and now I'm ready to walk back towards them and tell them the truth about why I walked away. And so y'all are both doing this. And final card, final union, 7 of Wands here. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be like an adventure. Like this storm of y'all cutting off all these karmic attachments was just the beginning. It's like all hell broke loose after that. But you and your twin flame don't even care because y'all are just approaching each other. I don't know. I feel like this union is gonna happen in a weird way where like maybe you and your twin flame mistake each other for ops or haters because y'all see each other coming. You're like, who is that? Just let me at him. And then they come towards you and you're like, oh, it's you. And y'all's energy completely changed. And y'all are like, I actually needed to tell you something. I can't believe you're here. And like this whole battle is going on around y'all. And y'all are just like, what's up? How have you been? For others of you, it's going to be like, y'all are going to be fighting for this. Like somebody's going to be like, I don't know. Somebody's going to be like some outside force is going to be threatening y'all's ego or whatever, or y'all's truth individually. And it's like y'all are individually going to be like, no, this is my truth. You're going to be fighting back at the same time. And whatever message it is that y'all fight back with, or whatever action it is, brings y'all together. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, it brings y'all together. And it's crazy. It's like y'all's union is gonna be like, it's gonna be like push, like I feel like explosions and it's like fireworks, and it's crazy. And it's like this whole battle, there's this whole war going on around y'all, and y'all are just there together, and it's weird, it's crazy. Y'all are just like, I don't know. It's going to be a weird union, like that when y'all finally meet and y'all are reflecting each other fully, mind, body, and soul, and y'all are in the physical, and y'all are like, I see you, I understand you now, and y'all are like holding each other like, this is what it all was in the past. This is why I walked away in the first place. These are all the things I've been through. I doubted myself so much. I had all of these karmic patterns. Y'all are gonna be talking to each other about these things y'all went through, and y'all are just gonna be so overcome with energy. And I feel like there's a lot of passion. Like I feel like y'all are gonna like return immediately to that romantic sexual energy that y'all had at the beginning and be like, no, let's fuck. No, I'm serious, bro. I'm not even playing. Like, you're gonna be like, it's the energy is so high, and the tensions and the passion, and it's just like, now we're going to do it in the middle of this battlefield. It's so funny. Like, I don't know. It's real funny. It's real funny. But I hope that made sense, because I don't really know how else to explain how this final union is going to happen. All I know is that y'all are both going to be like, we're meant for each other, and we're staying each other for the rest of our lives. Y'all are both like warriors. Y'all are both battle warriors. Y'all are crazy. But when y'all fight together, y'all are bringing this crazy energy in, and nobody can stop y'all. Nobody can stop y'all. So yeah. I hope that resonated for your twin flame journey, part 3. OMG, hi, Power 4. It's you. Welcome to your twin flame journey reading. Please keep all hands and feet inside the boat. Hey, this Palo Santo has a little bit of gold on it. Hold up, I'll show you. I don't even think you can see it on the camera. I can kind of see it. See that shit? It's like real small. What's that song called? I think it's Devil Eyes by Hippie Sabotage, but it's like what it really means to live life golden. Feeling like you and your twin flame especially have like golden hearts, so you're like, I don't know, maybe your twin flame could have gold eyes, but your twin flame journey is going to be a treasure. It's going to be something special like no other. When I say God has something planned really unique and crazy for you, God has something unique and crazy planned for you. I'm not even playing, bro. This is going to be a fun one. Come here. Alright, we're going to do this like a circle, beginning to end. Let's see. Spirit, give me some energy for Power 4. What is Power 4's beginning gonna look like? This is first contact, first realization that this person might be your twin flame. We have peace, 2 of Swords. I come in peace. So, you and your twin flame you're both going to know that each other is your twin flame from the beginning. Like, y'all are going to have doubts about it. Y'all are going to have your own misgivings or whatever throughout the journey, but you're going to know from the beginning that this person was different. Both of you are going to find out different ways. Not all of y'all are going to necessarily have met each other in the physical realm, but y'all are both going to start this journey at a point where you're aware of who this person is, whether through dreams, meditation, something else, I don't know. And or some of you it's from magic, I don't know, but they're both aware of who each other are and aware that this person's different and is connected to you in some way. Feeling like I keep hearing I come in peace, I come in peace. So maybe y'all are like trying to put the energy out there in some way that like, hey, I see you, because like I'm feeling like y'all are gonna meet at a crossroads. Basically that point where y'all start, where y'all are both aware of each other, is gonna be sort of at a crossroads in both of y'all's life where you could really choose to do anything and go anywhere. And I'm feeling like because y'all had this awareness of each other at this point in your life, y'all both chose to change the trajectory of your life in a way that subconsciously aligned towards each other, whether y'all knew that or not, because y'all are both sort of like trying to like push that, be like tentatively put that energy out there of like, hey, I'm here, I come in peace. But either both of y'all were really unsure of like how this would work, whether it would even work at all, whether the person would get your message if you did it this way, because both of y'all have really unconventional means of like putting yourselves out there. I don't know. Even from the beginning, y'all both felt like really intensely towards each other, even if y'all weren't physically there. The universe. That's the next stage. So this is getting deeper into realizing like what's going on here. Yeah, no, there's just a sense of you and your twin flame having a very strong intuition and magical abilities of some sort. And both of you at this point have become aware that, I don't know, have gotten downloads or something that like you are connected to each other. Like y'all just feel like the universe when y'all think about each other. Y'all literally feel like the universe and God or whatever when y'all even just think about each other's energy. and y'all feel each other's energy within you, and it just makes so much sense. I don't know, and I feel like this has something to do with each other's magic. Like, y'all are going to use each other's energy to fuel your own magic, and it's going to have an effect of like how your magic goes out into the world, because it's going to have a little bit of your twin flame in it, because you're subconsciously trying to like fuel your magic using the thought of your twin flame. Oh, this one will be a lot easier to explain than the others. Next, step in the journey. This is the middle point. This is the middle point. This is the middle point. This is, I'm feeling like, Two of Pentacles change. So at this point, this is where you and your twin flame are going to be sort of on the same page in the mental world. On the mental level is when y'all are looking at your inner child and you're looking at your shadow self, and you're just like seeing the balance. You're seeing the balance in who you are, in the actions you've made, in your passions, in your desires. Yeah, there's this energy like when y'all are both at the same time working to create balance in your life and to focus and bring the balance into your life. That's the middle point in y'all's twin flame journey, because y'all are both doing it at the same time, and consequently compounding the balance between y'all of like bringing balance to your own daily routines and mental thought patterns and processes and such. And I feel like you both learn a lot intimately about like who your inner child is versus who your shadow side and your ego is. So I'm also feeling like at this point you learn a lot about your desires. Maybe both of you hadn't truly been open to what your true deep dark down desires were, but it's like upon meeting each other's energy, upon getting acquainted with each other's energy in the 3D realm, like your sense of sexuality and kinks, I guess you could say, drastically changed, and your desires some of your desires were highlighted in a way you didn't know before that they could be like that. But it's really intense. Like, it's really intense between y'all. Have like very vivid dreams or hallucinations about each other, like a lot. And I don't know, it's just like the sense of self-discovery of like what your desires even are and what you like, versus like your inner child, who you are at the base level, who you are when you're dancing and laughing and playing. Like, how do you get to know a person without even trying, when you're just playing with them on that level of just like give and take. And you both are deeply understanding that part of yourselves and like just observing it passively, really getting in touch with your divine feminine energies. Yeah, interesting. Next stage. Let's light some Palo Santo again. So far, the stages have been really easy, but you never know how a twin flame journey gonna go. I mean, the whole thing could be easy, but because I'm sensing this twin flame journey is like a huge blessing and gift in both of y'all's lives. I'm feeling like outside of the twin flame journey y'all deal with a lot of injustices, traumas, just a lot of unnecessary bullshit, and y'all don't really want that to be a part of y'all's relationship. Y'all want to separate all of the bullshit from y'all's twin flame relationship deep down, like subconsciously. Y'all want, both of y'all, you and your twin flame, subconsciously desire a pure, gentle, unconditional, loving relationship that isn't tied to bullshit and stuff like that, where y'all can both fully trust each other, even with these dark sides, even with these dark desires you have. And like, it's something y'all deep down both want with each other. And it's like, I don't know, after all the shit you've been through, the universe is like, You deserve that in a whole bag of chips, bro. You deserve all that and a bag of chips. Like, seriously, with the Six of Wands popping out here, like, love yourself, Power 4. You are a bad bitch. You've been through some crazy shit. You and your twin flame both. There's no reason not to love yourselves. Y'all are crazy strong. Y'all got this crazy bright ego. You don't even got a selfish ego. You got a selfless ego. Beautiful. I love to see it. I do. I do. But the next stage in this twin flame journey is going to be Ace of Cups. This journey just keeps getting beautifuler and beautifuler. Like, I can't. Oh my god. Ace of Cups. Oh my god. I'm feeling like next, like, after this balance comes into both of y'all's lives and y'all start just like getting into the groove of that balance of like, here we go, we're getting into the groove of it, we're keeping with it, we're keeping with the beat, and boom, all of a sudden you're speaking telepathically with your twin flame. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? What's going on here? And oh my god, it's just like y'all are both like, hey, y'all are like, wait, so we're actually talking to each other? And it's like, it's crazy. They're like, this is crazy. We can do this. Oh, so cool. It's like something out of a movie or a spy movie or something. I don't know. It's like Earth to Captain, Earth to Houston. Like, I don't fucking know, bro. It literally feels like some alien shit. Like, y'all both might be at the same like, be like, am I from Earth? Am I from another star system? Like, I don't know, bro. Because y'all are speaking telepathically. Y'all are like, maybe our magical powers have something to do with each other. Maybe our magical powers have like are connected in some way, where they like intensify each other. So that's weird. And y'all are trying to like unravel this mystery of like where this magic comes from within y'all and why y'all's magic is connected to each other. That's weird. And it's like the telepathic communication isn't, for some of you it is direct and it's really easy to understand. It's like, but for others of you it's more like less direct and it's harder to understand. Sometimes it happens through symbols or synchronicities, or deep meditation. It could just be in a strong emotion or a scent or a color. It's different for everybody. But oh my god, just like it's like the floodgates are opening. Like y'all are like, wow, heart chakra opened. Like I'm serious though. Like y'all are like, this person, like y'all aren't saying it to each other, even telepathically. Y'all are like, y'all don't even have to say it telepathically. Like y'all just have this energy together where it's like there's no questioning it. Y'all are connected. Like y'all don't even have to say the words twin flame. Like there's just no questioning it. How are y'all talking telepathically like this? Y'all aren't connected in some way. And it's so weird because y'all just reflect to each other and y'all don't even say anything about it. Y'all are both just like, yep, this is normal. And it's so weird because y'all are both just like feeling intense as fuck. And you're like, this is crazy. My emotions are going crazy. And it's like, y'all don't know whether you want to like sing or dance or create a creative project or like be horny. Like it's crazy. Okay, y'all both need to calm the fuck down. Like y'all get way too intense around each other. And y'all ain't even in the physical world together. Y'all are just talking telepathically. But that's like the first sort of intent. Y'all both had the intention of mentally communicating with each other. That's the first time y'all are like there together in the mental realm. Y'all both have the intention to be there together. And it, I don't know, it makes y'all's relationship grow in a way where like you're understanding each other a little bit more. And then after this is the Ace of Disc. Seriously, bro, this twin flame journey is going like, we got this, bro. This is it just keeps getting better and better. Like it's not even that energy where it's too good to be true. It's just like life can be so beautiful sometimes. But damn. We got the Ace of Cups, and then immediately after that, we got the Ace of Pentacles. This emotional purity, this emotional honesty that you both feel is going to be bringing in so much abundance in money and opportunities. I'm feeling like y'all are going to have some sort of work opportunity or travel opportunity. And y'all won't know it at the time, but this opportunity y'all both take is going to be something that is bringing y'all together. It's like something that's directly what's going to bring y'all together in the physical realm. And it's because y'all are both on the same page in the mental realm that it's like y'all's physical realm is starting to like vibe together and is actually starting to flow and bounce together. And because of that, it's just automatically bringing you together just by like by the current, you know. It just happens. And there's so much, I guess, discovery of like how the divine works at this point. Y'all are both just observing these synchronicities and these events happening in perfect timing for y'all's relationship or your telepathy or whatever it is. And y'all are like, it's just, it's a learning process almost. It's almost like learning a lesson, like being able to see those divine things happen so exactly right in front of you. There's no way it could be a coincidence. And you're like, I need to learn something from this. Like, this is real shit. This is like real shit. I don't know. And it's like y'all both take these opportunities, and it's like growth. It's like the final growth of your own person. It's like a huge, it's like y'all are, it's like when the tree finally branches out to its fullest potential. I don't know how to explain it. And like all the flowers are blooming, and it's like perfect. It's like the perfect full moon. And I'm sensing that's where y'all are in y'all's career or something. Or it's like the stars are aligning perfectly for this travel opportunity to happen to where y'all will both be in the same place at the same time. I don't know. But it's like y'all are both like, damn, the divine actually is real and is bringing us together. And that realization is sort of what kicks y'all into the final stage, which is the Magus. This whole reading, look, not even the last card was a bad card. Not even the last card was a weird card. Like, this whole journey is going to be nothing but beautiful. Nothing but surprises. You think it got good? Then you think that was cool? You think that part of the journey was cool? Wait to be blown the fuck away. Over and over and over again. Like clockwork. Even when y'all finally come into union, I sense like y'all are just going to keep going on a deeper level with each other, and y'all are going to be almost like, y'all are going to feel almost crazy because y'all are like, it doesn't stop. Like, we keep going deeper with each other, and I keep being surprised by how this is, and it's like genuinely confounding y'all. Like, it never stops. Like, it keeps going deeper. I don't know. And then with us ending on the Magus here, it's like everything you and your twin flame both ever wanted, everything you and your twin flame ever tried to manifest is right here. And it's not like with pile 3 where the abundance just flooded in from after all this karma like broke down and like it pushed y'all together. It's more like y'all are both at a place upon meeting in the physical world where you're like, I have everything, I can manifest everything because I've learned all my lessons, and I realize that I'm the magician. I can literally do anything with my energy. I can create anything, I can be anything, I can do anything. And y'all are standing in that truth. Y'all are standing in that power of like, I can go anywhere right now. And boom, y'all meet each other in the physical realm, and it's like, who is that? No, seriously, I'm not even feeling it. Because like, y'all had seen each other in meditation, in the astral realm, in the 5D, wherever the fuck it was, y'all had seen each other. But it was nothing compared to actually seeing each other in the 3D, of actually seeing the physical embodiment of your own soul sitting across from you. Oh my god. Y'all are both gonna be acting a little crazy. Like, y'all are gonna be like giggling out of nowhere or smiling creepily, but y'all can't take it. The energy is just gonna be so much, and y'all feel so powerful with this magician energy y'all are in. Y'all like, I got this, I got you, boo. I can sit this, I can fight you whatever I want. And like, even though y'all are scared because it's like y'all are both the person y'all have wanted the most y'all entire lives, like that true love thing, y'all are still got that confidence because you're just like, fuck it, whatever, I can do anything. I'm literally that bitch, and I've always wanted you, and we're gonna have fucking fun, bitch. And so y'all are messing around, having fun, and just going crazy. Like this magic power y'all have, y'all are like out on the streets, like, oh look at this, look at what I can do, and like, and then you're like, oh yeah, look what I can do, and y'all are both like, put our powers together, and you're like, whoa, that looked super cool. We did that move together. I don't know. It might not even be like that, but it's just that's what the energy feels like of like y'all just discovering how y'all's magic works together, and then like what it looks like when y'all put y'all's magic together, and y'all are just so happy and like bubbly about like just the world. It's like y'all can talk about things and you're like, this twin flame journey, or you can talk about like all the past traumas you went through, and it's like y'all deeply understand each other's like sense of hurt and how have y'all been hurt in y'all's past, and y'all just feel this like sense of redemption over each other, like I will help you by loving you to my fullest extent and never doing what those people did to you, never making you feel like what those people did, because I want to spend the rest of my life with you. Like immediately upon physical meeting, y'all are both like, I don't want to leave you. I don't want to be apart from you. So, yeah. Upon physical union, y'all mostly end up staying with you. Like the most y'all ever really separate from each other is like a day, or a week for those of you who take it a little bit more slow, and be careful with it. But at that point, y'all had been talking. Most of you had been talking telepathically for so long that like being together in the physical just feels so natural. It feels like just coming home, like a breath of fucking fresh air. Like y'all are like, finally, I could relax. Finally, some good fucking food. I'm kidding. But seriously, y'all might be like going out to eat, going out and grubbing, just like getting a couple drinks, just having a good time. Like there's no bad vibes here. There's just good vibes of like shit happens. It is what it is. Life is a fucking bitch, but you know what? It don't always gotta be bad. It isn't always. Some good things come out of it. Some beautiful, beautiful people come out of it. Like your hot ass twin flame, bro.